Hey, what's up? It's me, Meanie Mosey, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Story time. It was December 31st, 2016. I had my mind set up. I wanted to start a new hobby for the new year, and I wasn't gonna do it like in the new year like all those other people. But anyway, I decided I wanted to start a new hobby, so I bought some yarn and one of these silver crochet hooks. A metallic crochet hook, and I got some red heart yarn, and I got this like little cute how to crochet for like 5-year-olds or something like that. It was a really young girl on the cover, and I was like 18. And so I picked up that book and I just started teaching myself, and I started going on YouTube, looking up a whole bunch of videos. Fast forward 3 years later, I've started a YouTube channel. I have an Etsy shop that's not open right now, but I have been taking orders and selling crochet products and everything, and so it's been a huge game changer for my life changer. And so I want to let you know 25 terms that I wish I'd known before I just started hopping in and crocheting.
Bruh.
She got the clipboard. Okay. Number 1, hook size. Hooks come in all different brands, shapes, and sizes, and the hook size can be notated either alphabetically or numerically by using millimeters. I find it a lot easier to just use the millimeter size. I don't really know why they're listed alphabetically. Might be an American thing. I would not be surprised. Number 2, pencil grip versus knife grip. There are 2 different ways that people often grip crochet hooks. I often use the pencil grip. It's just easier for me. Whatever you want to do is good for you too. Number 3, yarn weight. There are 8 total yarn weights. There's lace, super fine, fine, light, medium, bulky, super bulky, and jumbo. Or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the bigger the yarn, the bigger the hook that you'll need. Number 4, pattern. A pattern is a chart that will tell you how to make a certain crochet project. I'll make a separate video later on how to read a pattern, and when I do, I'll link it in the little eye that pops up over there. But in the meantime, the 2 websites, yarnspirations.com and lionbrand.com. Those websites have a whole bunch of free crochet patterns for all kinds of difficulty levels. Definitely helped out a lot. And plus, you can Google like free crochet pattern. There's Ravelry. Ravelry has a whole bunch of crochet patterns created by creators. Number 5, a slip knot. A slip knot is the knot that you create to connect the yarn to the hook. You can check out my video here. I explain it more in detail. Number 6, the tail end. The tail end of the yarn is the yarn at the end that is left over after you make a slip knot. Number 7, the working end of the yarn is the yarn that's connected to the actual ball of yarn. Number 8, this is where we get more into the actual terms that you'll use while you're crocheting. Yarn over. So yarn over is when you take the yarn and put it over the hook so that you can keep making stitches and whatnot. Number 9, chain. A chain is what is created when you yarn over and pull the yarn through the hook. Number 10, foundation. Foundation is the base of your crochet project, typically a line of chains, and it does not count as a row. That brings us to number 11, row. A row is a line of stitches and chains created on top of a foundation. you'll find that more advanced patterns change row by row so that different designs can be created. Number 12, turn. Turn is what you do when you reach the end of the row and turn around your project so that you can get started on the next row. Some crochet projects you don't have to turn though. Some crochet projects are created number 13 in the round. If a project is made in the round, then it is crocheted in one complete circle without turning. Number 14, round. One revolution around a certain number of stitches in a circle. Or in a crochet project, it's not always going to be a circle. Number 15, the magic circle. Now, I do not like the magic circle. I tried to learn the magic circle. I'm sure there are other videos where people show you how to make a magic circle, but I'm not going to show it to you because I don't understand it myself. So, crochet projects, they do ask you to make a magic circle, but I prefer to make the number 16 sloppy slip knot. Now, a sloppy slip knot is another way to start off a project in the round. The sloppy slip knot will allow you to kind of pull the yarn and close it tight so that when you're... I can show you an example. This is my little wolf that I made. I'm so proud of him, he's super cute. I really should make more little dolls and stuff like this, but he took so much work and I don't like sewing, so he's an only child for now. You can see his face is crocheted in the round, and I started off at the top of his head, and you can see how there's like no stuffing poking through or anything. But yeah, I started this with the sloppy slip knot, so it's entirely closed. You can see his feet too. They're closed off. It just lets everything be nice and tight and neat and tidy, even though it's called sloppy. Number 17, amigurumi. That is dolls and such, and crochet stuffed animals and whatnot. 3D crochet pattern that I actually made this one off of. It's Peek-a-Pow Animal Friends, or the second book, I think. But yeah, I read a bit about the author, and she actually doesn't like to call her people amigurumi, but yeah, just dolls and such. If you want to make dolls and such, look up amigurumi. Number 18, the right side versus the wrong side. You can see in this little video, there's a side to this little granny square where you can see all of the stitches, and then there's a side to the granny square where everything is a little bit less defined. And so I did not know that there was a right side and a wrong side to crochet when I first started. So that's just a little fact for you, just to help you out. 19, stitch. A stitch is any crochet that you make in the row or in a round. It's just what you call it. Like if, okay, you're gonna have 25 stitches here. Doesn't matter if they're like single crochets, double crochets, treble crochets, they're all stitches. Now we're going to get into the specific different types of stitches. First you have the slip stitch. A slip stitch is when you insert your hook into a stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the existing loop on the hook. Single crochet. A single crochet is when you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. Number 22, a half double crochet. Yarn over, then insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over and pull through 3 loops on the hook. And that's a half double crochet. A double crochet is when you yarn over, then insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops on the hook. And yeah, those are all the stitches that I wish I'd known. Forgot what number this was entirely. An increase is when you put 2 crochets into 1 stitch. And then a decrease is when you do 1 crochet over 2 stitches. Lastly is the stitch marker. Now, If you already know about stitch markers, you might be, oh duh, why is this even a word on here? Well, I did not know about stitch markers for a while, and so I had just been going about counting and doing my best to keep track of what was what and wherever, and it wasn't until like a couple months or so that I even knew that stitch markers existed, but they were a lifesaver. I realize I didn't even say what they are, but they're these little hooks that you can use to mark off stitches and say like, keep your place right here. See, like if I want to say like this is the beginning of this crochet round, then I'll know each time I pass it that it's another round. They are a staple, they are necessary. If you don't have many right now, but you're really interested in crocheting and really trying to make this a hobby of yours, eventually you'll have a ton. You'll find them all over your floor. They'll be everywhere, and they will not show up when you need them. Hey, it's Editing Simone here, and there's one really important word that I forgot, but that's UK terms versus US terms. And so basically, if a crochet pattern says UK terms, then it's going to be one higher than what you would assume in US terms. So if a UK term pattern says that something's a single crochet, then that means it's actually going to be a double crochet. Why there's a difference, I don't know. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not surprised. There's nothing worse than starting off a pattern thinking it's in US terms and realizing it's in UK terms and wondering why it looks so weird. So yeah, those are my 25 terms that I wish I'd known, and now I've shared them with you. I hope that you learned something from this video. If you like this video, then like this video. And please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting, so you can get some more of this delicious content. Catch you later.